Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. What's up? My name is Devious, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. My audio just decided it didn't want to record, so this is the second or third time I'm doing this. That was interesting. It's kind of annoying because we left off on an extremely somber note. So, to summarize what we have gone through so far, basically we are turning into a Light Warden. That's not great. The sky is back to this BS again, and it hurts my eyeballs. But Fe'ul, who is an absolute homie, and as much as I hate Faye, I will never say that I have any love for Faye, but Fe'ul is about one of the best friends to have. She says we should go and talk to some people, get information about the Crystal Exarch. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, before things begin, if you guys enjoy what you're about to see, try to click that subscribe button, roundhouse bell next to it, drop me a like and a comment down below. I did that a little out of order, but it's okay. We're not doing it again. And if you would like to join me personally, there's a Discord link also down below. Hop in, ask for the Chaos Crew tag, and you will be alerted when I'm up to shenanigans, like I actually just told my crew right now. They know I'm recording. So, without further ado, let's actually get into this. And as usual, I have ignored my own advice and eaten right before recording, so this is probably... I'm probably going to like start hiccuping at some point, or... something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. My man! Zim Jinmai! I missed you, homie. You're like my favorite person that looks like you, which is not saying much because I'm borderline genocidal on the other the other world. I got to do his voice though.
Oh, I did not expect to see you on your feet again so soon. Surely you do not come. Surely you have not come in search of an Amaro.
No, my dude. I can't be moving around like that.
What do I know of the Crystal Exarch? I am happy to share, but I fear there will be no more surprising revelations.
I'm just horrible today.
As any in the city will tell you, he is a man of wisdom and compassion and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Crystarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources.
Wow.
He has imposed no restrictions upon us but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within this spire.
That's fair.
Many seasons past, a comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, because one day the Crystal Tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived.
Oh. I mean, that is Graha in a nutshell. It's been a long time since I've done the Crystal Tower line, and I kind of feel bad because somebody I remember very specifically somebody told me like directly that it was not Grahatia, and actually when it dropped, like when we actually saw him in the last episode, I had to check because like nah, they wouldn't just lie to me like that. I had to actually look to make sure it was him, which is why it took me a second to realize what had happened there. But yeah, I'm a little miffed about that because I guessed it so early, and apparently everybody else did too. But somebody told me that it wasn't him, so I'm like, all right then. Oh man, this is the cavalcade of funny voices. Luna, it is good to see you awake and alert, my friend. Probably doing his voice terribly, but it's funny, so screw it. What's this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I'm not sure how much I can tell you, considering we avoid asking too many questions. Unspoken rule and all that. If anyone has fresh insights to share, then it'd be Captain Lena, I'd say. She lost her parents to an eater attack not long after she was born, and the Exarch saw to her upbringing. kind of feel like an asshole for doing that voice now. Outward appearances aside, those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard. Not that our proud captain would ever let it show. If you decide to talk to Lena, she'll be at her usual post at the Ascensor Gate. Yeah, it's one thing that I haven't really been looking forward to, is talking to Lena. Because, damn it, I already know that it's going to be pretty horrible. Hey, bro, I've been kind of dreading talking to Lena for a long time now. I know I need to, and I feel terrible, but... Like, dude... That initial breakdown that she had after the Eater attack on the Crystarium, that one hit me really hard. I mean, they did such a good job of building her up to be like this strong, commanding character, and then that happened. Honestly, it was a masterful reality check. Morin, my favorite person. Or my favorite nerd here, anyway. I'm sorry, Lena's really clawing for that favorite person mark, and then we got a Stola and Alize and frickin'... We got a lot of people. I'm sorry, my man. But... You're my favorite nerd, though. You're actually ahead of Alpha Node. Somebody tell him. I want to see the look on his face. Anyhow. Oh, was there something else you needed? If you've come for the results of my research into this persistent light, I'm afraid there's little to tell as of yet. Lauren, you're so dedicated. Records pertaining to the Exarch. Well, I'd need no documentation to relay what little I know of its history, if that interests you. Less than a decade had passed since the coming of the Flood when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. Its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon after. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be they locals who had lost their homes or Vobertites fleeing their ruined kingdom. And together did they found the city, which would become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, for he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy of royal address. Thus did the people consider his scintillating skin so alike to the tower he had summoned, and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, it would seem that is a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Not to everyone. I gotta give it to the writer. She has managed to hit every single nerve so far, barring like maybe 2. Alright. I am not going to be happy with this one. Of all the people that could potentially break me, Lena's one of them, and I'm worried, because the writer knows damn well that she's a weak point. Hey, Lena. It's been a while. Luna, I was not told you had awoken. I'm not going to do her voice. I will fail so miserably. Welcome surprise. If only the Exarch was returned to us. He was taken by this rival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned they had an idea of where to find him. And so I bristled when they asked for patience. I did not understand their hesitation until I saw that you had fallen. Only then did I realize that I had no business rushing ahead. And even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. I'm right there with you, man. In the moments before he left to join you in Coluzia, the Exarch entrusted me with a key. It opens a door in the ocular to a chamber known as the Umbilicus. Okay. This room is the heart of the tower, which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter. He bid me allow none into the tower once he departed, only in the event that an army of eaters descended upon the city was I to access the Umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but the battle with Vothri loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, that moment is all that occupies my mind. He knew from the start. Yeah. I recall the look upon his face. He knew that some terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, Luna, I need to know what he feared, what battle you and your companions are truly fighting. Not here. Forgive me. I trust in the Exarch, and I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. But you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? It seems kind of rude now. Ah, I see I'm not the only one who burns for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. Can I just say that Lena is the epitome of a dedicated soldier? This one's gonna hurt. Come, meet me in the ocular and I will unlock the door within. Oh, this one's hitting hard. I must admit, I am not terribly happy at the moment. I am in fact quite sad. This is honestly kind of weird, actually, because I mean, like, usually the lads are here, and I gave them, not the greatest of warning, but, well, they did say that they were planning something, so I'm probably going to find him here in a second. Mr. Saluna, the captain said to expect you. Oh, this one's going to hurt. Let's get it on. Ow, something chewing on my foot. Asshole. Lena?
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
Just throwing this out there, Lena is the definition of a good person. Yeah, there's an echo. Show me what happened. Shit.
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee. Thy true name is Grahatia, then. By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
We have actually seen crazier.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. but where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity, Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope, we are finished. Mankind is finished." Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th Umbral Calamity.
I just realized I haven't been talking all that much. This is a lot of lore. My brain is working overtime. Yeah, I didn't realize that there was already an alternate future in place. Hopefully an alternate future.
This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century.
I'm gonna be honest, that does kind of put into perspective how he feckin' missed, what, like 6 times trying to get me here? I guess it's a benefit that he got all of the scions, but still, dude, that explains the inaccuracy of all of this BS.
But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only woman who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. But thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was her. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, she would rise above. Where others would break and run, she would carry on. The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were her deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light herself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. She was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to her. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
They're hitting me right in the feels, man. Just one gut punch after another, and the saddest part is I love it.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice?
Smart ass.
'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. It was clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
They actually planned this from the friggin' start. Cheeky bastards. Yeah, because Urianshe was the first, wasn't he?
Truly thy wish.
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
You know. You know that we're going to see this Echo. You knew her all the way back then, didn't you? You knew without a fucking doubt. Damn it, Graha, why do you gotta be such a bro? Hey, buddy.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
Gonna get our boy back. I mean to have a few words with both Emmett and the Exarch.
Then we should be on our way. Dacian mentioned the Tempest, did he not?
Damn right.
The stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Oh, what a shame. We could totally use some kind of magic that allows us to breathe underwater. Oh, wait. Alright, let me get my Raiden gear on. Ardbert, you're a good friend. Alright. Frickin' organize and let's go. Did you find the answers you sought? If there is nothing more you need, I will go unlock the door. I need some directions. Wish to know the way to the Tempest. I mean, the sea itself and not the island of Calusia? If you make a request to the Tamers, they will provide you with an Amaro, but... Gotta happen. Gotta happen and we're going. You need to leave right this moment alone? Yes. Not sure about that. Nay, I will not seek to stop you. I'm not sure that... Oh, okay, I am not sure that... No. Wouldn't be a me video if I couldn't English. Or if I could English. Alright. Go with the blessings of the shadow, and I shall wait your safe return. Oh, there's a reason that we're not telling anybody. It's because I know they're going to come anyway. Can we at least inform Fail-Ul, though? Can we do that? Please. Because she came in so clutch the last time, and brudda, I don't want to leave without her. Man, we're only a half hour in. Big episode.
You require an Amaro? Just a moment. I shall saddle one of our swiftest beasts to fly you to the island. The open water, to the depths of the Tempest. Our Amaro can swim, yes, but to reach the ocean floor...
I'll take care of that, my dude. Don't you worry. I got it covered. Okay, that's bad. That's not... Oh, things are looking a little weird. Ugh, I'm good.
We have found thee.
Damn it. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I expected this. Took y'all long enough to get here. Damn.
Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste.
Love you guys.
By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
Yep. Jig's up now. We're in endgame, boys. And girls.
I offer no excuses.
Did I ask for excuses? Stand the fuck up. We got work to do. You did what needed to be done. I expect nothing less.
When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not?
Urianger, have I ever done anything else?
If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
Would you stand the fuck up already? I'm tired of looking down at you. You're taller than me, act like it. Of course I forgive you, you fuckwit. Let's go.
I thank thee. Doubt not but that I will do all in my power to repay thy kindness and fulfill the Exarch's wishes.
That, I have no doubts at all.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea.
Oh no, this is a terrible idea. This is a suicide mission. You're welcome to stay behind. In fact, I encourage it. We are the professional idiots.
Leaving
You were the adopted.
Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianger. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again.
Oh, it will most certainly be at the most inopportune time, but we still got a card to play.
Please, you must stay here. At least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
Reen, you are probably the purest-hearted person that I have met since Minfilia, but that is not how we operate. That is not how this works. And you need to learn to trust me, girl.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Alize, easy now.
Alize, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
It just occurred to me that Alize is most likely taking this extra hard.
Of course I know! I know only too well! But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple.
Can I just say, holy shit, the voice actors are killing it.
We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in her way now. Not after failing her in her hour of need. No, the least we can do is...
Alize, calm down. This is Wednesday. Is there like a hug the twins option? Because I could just like...
We will go with you as well.
I just want a group hug right now, man. I feel like Alize and Reen both need it, and let's be honest, Thancred's probably freaking out at this point too. He's just really good at hiding it.
There is naught to be gained by standing still.
My man.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
These are the best friends to have.
Are we all in agreement then?
Is there aught we can do to help?
Wait. Is that Kassad? Sounds vaguely familiar. The crew! Oh my
We
god!
do not know the whole story. We do know you're in for a fight.
Okay, oh my god, that just hit me so hard. So, this is... it's gonna sound real conceited to me to say it, but this is hitting extra hard because it feels like this is mirroring my channel at the moment. Because there's been so many new people coming in. It started off with just like one light party worth. It was me and the 3 others hanging out in the Discord. I was doing this, and even then they were kind of following me around. But then all of a sudden now I got like, I have to actually pick my party when we're going into 8-man raids. It's like so many more people. Exactly the same thing's happening. Holy shit. Bro, that hit me right in the I love this game.
And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
Of course they figured it out.
You told them?
No. Well, not in so many words.
Okay, is there a hug Lena option? Because I really want to give her a big old bear hug for that one.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
My man.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive. And I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, it was clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
Me too! That's right!
Yeah, yeah.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless.
They have almost perfectly captured what I imagine it feels like to be an actual hero. It's like the people gathering around, all giving you support, even when they don't know everything. Just the fact that you've already done so much, and they're like, okay, now it's our turn to back you up. That is... I love this game. This writer is a master.
So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Oh, you smartass. Why'd you have to say it all sensual like, Stala? Come on now. Defend the Crystarium until we return. We need a home to come back to. And the Exarch is going to wonder what happened to the place if it's burned to the ground. Which, to be fair, the threat of the Crystarium burning to the ground drastically decreases as I leave the place. Thou didst plan to commandeer tomorrow for thy journey to open sea. I fear the following dive down unto Imixel's underwater abode would drain even thy legendary stamina. Thus, during thy convalescence, we considered the most efficacious method for reaching the depths of the Tempest. Holy shit, your vocabulary is rough. And I believe we have arrived at an elegant solution. Yet ere we discuss this step, I suggest thou dost conclude such pressing business as remains to thee in the Crystarium. Once the sea closeth above our heads, we are unlikely to surface again until our grand deed is done. So this is our last chance to do stuff here for a while. Fuck yeah, let's go. Oysters and a half shell. Not turtles. The storm-tossed seas. Orianger is patiently awaiting word that you were ready to depart. Hell yeah! Fine affairs are in order. Then I shall unfold thee my proposal. Our destination is the ocean floor, yet our goal is not simply to arrive there. Nay, we must needs have the means to breathe and fight freely. Thus I would petition the aid of one of the Fae, a being with whom I have yet to meet face to face. Rather than waste words on explanation, I bid thee follow me into the hamlet of Sullen, which lies to the south and west. All will become abundantly clear, I can promise thee. I mean, if Fae are involved, do y'all want me to call Fae? Because I do feel as though calling Fe'ul would not be the worst of ideas at this particular juncture. So I just realized it as I pulled out the, what is essentially the Xenos Kamui. I want to get back to that storyline where, like, freaking, Xenos and Elidibus, or whatever the fuck his name is, Hijacker Boy, are throwing it down. Because, like, on one hand, I know for a damn fact that Xenos' original body is disturbingly strong. Like, they went through a lot of effort to make sure that we knew that. But on the other hand, a lot of that was down to willpower. I am almost 1,000,000,000% certain. So I kind of want to know how that fight plays out. With Xenos not in his body, but fighting his body. Also, I just kind of want to get my boy back. Because, like, Xenos was weird and just kind of a horrible person. But, dude. Well, this looks fine. What are we going to call the Loch Ness Monster? There, to the west, canst thou discern the hum of an isle rising above the water? Are you serious? I'm digging it. That foliage-covered mass hideth the key to our safe descent. Swim close and plunge thee beneath the surface. Thou shalt soon divine the reason for mine insistence. Though it be much to my shame, I can but flail and flounder where thou mayst glide as a fish. I shall board a boat to the island and spare one and all the spectacle of mine enough strokes. You know what? Power to you for admitting it. Alright, you know what? Oh! Oh, I do not like this. Okay, so look, I have been playing Ark a fair bit. Yep. That's a creature. Specifically a feckin' whale. Anyway. Why are you making me get this close to it? I've been playing Ark quite a bit, honestly, and I don't like the water. It appears solidly enough. This rock yields slightly under your touch. Was the surface gently shifting, or was it your imagination? Dude, I can see the giant eyeball over there. This is clearly a creature. You're not fooling anyone. Now excuse me whilst I hang out with my wolf underwater. I don't want to be that close. Two curved slabs of rock seem squeezed together here, giving the impression of a giant stone eyelid. I like how it just lifts me right up out of the water. That's nice of him. But yeah, in Ark, as I was gonna say, in Ark, water bad. I love how hell is extremely off cue. I gotta clap, because that shit's hilarious. It took me so long to actually catch up with what's happening here. Holy shit, this is awesome. So you know what I was saying about about how know, I can feel the growth of both the channel and the people following the Warrior of Light story. Oh my god! I love you guys. I love all of you guys. In fact, I'm pausing for a hot second. I'm gonna go hop into the Discord just one moment. Okay, nobody's in the Discord, but I told them what just happened. This shit is hilarious. Even Palau is like Pokeballing. That is awesome. Alright. Time to get on with things. This is going to be interesting, though. This is going to be extremely interesting. I'm worried. Well, what hast thou discerned? It's just like the big one, guess yes. It does remind me of a certain primal. Most perceptive, according to the lore of the Pixies, we are, even now, perched atop the back of an ancient Fey entity. Its name is Bismarck, aye, the self-same title by which we know the great feathered whale, revered by the Vanu Vanu in the source. I would enlist its aid to bear us into the deep, and thence banish the water with an airy sphere, alike in form to the domes which do shelter the hamlets near the Ruby Sea. Within its compass we may move unencumbered and defend ourselves when the hour of battle cometh, as it most surely shall. Now I must needs ask for silence whilst I make my supplication. This is going to be epic as hell.
Wir Sach, Bilan Bismail.
Of course you speak Fey. Well, yeah, of course he does. I don't like the implications of that voice.
Fallen si lor wislan. Ada si alina.
Van urs atslir. Olfod thim. Iri guath.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fey to know that didn't go well.
Give it a second. We need Fael. Ladies and gentlemen, King of the Fairies. Oh, damn, she's coming at Mach speed. I wanted to last time, damn it, they told me not to.
And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight.
Damn right, first of all. Second of all, big whale, need move. Thank you.
Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can.
Okay, I want her... I want her, as soon as we tell Fael what is going on here, I want her to just drop to the back of this creature and start stamping on it like an angry child. Get moving, you lazy bastard. We got work to do. Oh, please tell me that happens. It's not going to, but please tell me it does.
Yes, Bismail win picked. Van dromi drom jakom. Van red rithje.
There you go. Yeah, we are a bit of an anomaly. The king hath declared it. Let's get moving.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. He's only got manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight.
Hell yeah,
May
brother.
the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
Lo fallo ruis, van in narsitar, dir sitagnai.
This is going to be cool. Thank you, Feul. And this is exactly why it is good to make good with the Fae when possible. I don't like dealing with Fae, but if you can get in good with the Fae, you are just... Stuff like this starts happening. I'd say, damn, how big is the island? Oh, okay, we're just gonna fucking take off then. Yeah, we're just gonna fly the fuck away. This is fine. Behold, my friends, a lion, the witch, and we out of this bitch. Bye! Auf Wiedersehen! Oh, this is gonna be so confusing to everybody else.
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
Give it a second. We're working on it.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, the magic in the air when that ladder started moving.
And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods.
I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
Behold, the power of jinxing yourself. Look up.
What the? Do you see that?
Leroy Jenkins!
What a monster! Where did it even come from?
You guys might want to step back.
Whoa, yeah.
It's not stopping.
Yeah, you might want to hang on to something. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Was not my intention. Such devastation was not my intention. Ah.
Lo valana alla, tilden sidok, iri halbsi, funne, aktva thonjasni, hagnai.
Aww. I like how he calls us little neighbors. That's just awesome for some reason. I don't know why. Oh. Okay, it just dumped us off here. That's fine. Okay, so where are we?
Wow.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being.
You
You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
Bring it on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and otherwise, that is going to be it for today. I want to be able to, like, pause at a decent moment to stop, because I feel like we're about to get real spicy with how things are going. So, if you guys enjoyed, drop me a like and a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, subscribe, roundhouse the bell, etc., etc. You guys know the drill, YouTube Senpai algorithm, blah, blah, blah. I'm immediately going to get back to more recording, because I want to keep going. I want to see where this goes. But yeah, that's that. Oh boy, we're getting very spicy, very close to the end. All that aside, y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all next round.